everyone, welcome back to Eat Right's YouTube channel. So, a very happy World Nutrition Day out over there to everyone. And this video, which I am currently recording, is a re-recording of the FB live session which I just finished a while ago. A lot of you were not able to hear me clearly, and hence I am re-recording the entire session for you. So this World Nutrition Day, it got me thinking as to what message could I actually give out over there to all of you, because everything out there is now, very readily available on Google. What to eat, what not to eat. If you are facing a certain condition, then what to eat and what not to eat. So majority of us now have a very good knowledge of what to eat and what not to eat. However, I felt that we do make compromises on our nutrition, and I realized this fact when I recollected a letter that was shared to me by one of my clients, and he shared his journey, his past journey, where he had implemented so many random diets. He had tried so many foods of the internet, where Google. He went and he searched on Google, he searched online, and he implemented everything on himself, and how that in the long run was not something very healthy that he did for himself. So I thought that probably this World Nutrition Day, the first and foremost thing that we need to address is how not to compromise on nutrition. So here are those few pointers that I have for all of you. Now the first thing, we try random diets, and we need to stop that. Any diet which tells you to cut off an important food group from your day-to-day lifestyle is not healthy in the long run. So please do not try any random diet. Make sure that one, you give yourself ample time to reach your goal, whether your goal is to just maintain healthy lifestyle, whether it is to lose weight, lose fat, whether it is to get your body into a certain definite shape, whether it is to regain your health back after a period of illness. Whatever it is, make sure you are giving yourself ample amount of time to regain health. Regaining health through balanced nutrition is a much more safer option, a much more durable option. It goes the long runway. It is more susceptible, more sustainable. Sorry, it is more sustainable in the long run. So make sure that whatever diet you follow is always balanced. It is not cutting out your protein, it is not cutting out your carbohydrate, it is not cutting out your fat, it is not cutting out your fruit, it is not cutting out your vegetable. So make sure your macronutrient and your micronutrient is always inculcated in all your diets that you would ever have. One best way to make sure that all this is there is your regular home cooked traditional meal that you have grown up on. Please go back to your traditional roots, and that is one of the safest way to ensure that your nutrition is on track. So this is your point number one, where often the compromise happens in the race that we run to reach our goals in a very short time. So make sure you don't take any shortcuts. Now the second one over here is, make sure that you're eating at regular intervals. Eating at regular intervals gives you a larger window of eating food. So when you have that larger window of eating food, you obviously have a lot of time on hand to inculcate small meals and make sure that you're eating everything. So often what happens is, when you have irregular eating patterns, or you want to cut down everything to 1 meal a day, 2 meal a day, or probably 3 meal a day, you will end up compromising majority on your micronutrient consumption, that is your fruit salad and your fresh vegetable salads. These two are often the most compromised ones when your eating window comes down, or when you have cut out meals. So then we are concentrating only on the staples over there, that is your roti, sabji, dal, chawal, and we are forgetting this entire side of fresh fruit and fresh vegetable salad. So make sure that your eating window, you have a larger eating window, and you are eating small regular meals. So this is something again where you can make sure your nutrition is on track. Now apart from this, over or under eating of a certain kind of food, what happens now is, due to so much awareness that is created on the internet, especially in cases of certain foods. So someone says, eat almonds for good vitamin E. Then another one says you can have a glass of lemon and honey water for weight loss. Another post says you can have jeera water for your metabolism. Another post says broccoli is the one-stop solution for your cancer. So now over here, what you need to keep in mind is these are not one-stop solutions. They cannot on their whole function and help you solve your health issues. What goes into your body throughout the day is something which needs to be taken into account. For example, if you think that you have that one glass of lemon and honey water and you are on your way to short weight loss, it is not going to function that way. What you need to take into account is, are you eating right for your body type? Is whatever you are eating, is it being absorbed? Is the nutrition quality being absorbed and accepted by your body in that condition? So there are so many things, so many minute things that you need to take into consideration. Any form of overindulgence of a certain food group, or structuring your entire lifestyle, your dietary habits surrounding that one food, is not at all advised. There are so many diets where you are just being asked to survive on probably vegetable salads and dry fruits or nuts, not required, or probably a diet which is very high in fat, moderate in protein, and then zero carbohydrate, again not required. Every diet that was made, that was coined with a certain purpose. It is not necessary that every diet which helped a certain XYZ person will turn around and do the same thing for you. You need to make sure that your diet is always balanced. It is always sustainable in the long run, because if you diet for 3 months in a particular way, cutting out a certain food group from your diet, it will not necessarily mean that once you come back, after these 3 months, when you try to turn around and come back to the regular eating habits, your body is again going to go back to where it was previously. So ensure that whatever you do, whatever you eat, is one, it is sustainable in the long run, and two, it is what your body type requires. Every body is different, every lifestyle is different, and hence one diet chart does not work for everyone out over there. They may definitely be similar, but they cannot be the same. So maybe someone needs a little bit of extra carbohydrate, maybe someone needs a little bit of extra fat. There are different ways where you can identify what you need and what you don't need, and then structure your diet according to that. So make sure, one, you include all the food groups, and two, you include them in the quantity required for you and not by your neighbor or any XYZ person who has told that this certain quantity or quality has worked for them. So make sure your diet is your own personal requirement. So this is one point where again we compromise on our nutrition. So ensure that you are keeping this in mind. Now the last one over here is overeating of fried food, overeating of something that is not very healthily made, your processed packaged food, sugary stuff, all these the ready-made, the quick to eat stuff which is now seeing a rise in the market is definitely not advised. This is something where we end up compromising our nutrition. So when we should actually be reaching out for a bowl of fruit or a bowl of fresh vegetable salad as our snack, what we do is we are reaching out for that air fried or that low fat or that zero fat or zero fried and zero oil packaged and processed food which we do not need. So make sure you are not making these kind of compromises. So this is again one way, one point where we are compromising on nutrition. Then we come to this part where we include a few diuretics in our diet like alcohol and coffee. So over consumption of either of them, coffee definitely on a day-to-day basis, alcohol, which I would like to believe is kept specifically towards the weekend, but an overindulgence even on weekend in alcohol can result in ripping your body off the natural water that it has for its physiological functions, and thereby turning your body acidic, disturbing the pH balance. So both coffee and alcohol in large amounts definitely disturb your body pH. So this is something that you need to keep in mind, that it's not happening, and you compensate for both of them with good nutrition. Apart from that, when it comes to smoking, my only advice over here is completely cut and quit smoking out of your life. It is definitely not the thing that you should be doing anytime. So please take steps and measures to slowly cut smoking out of your life completely. Then again over here, we do have a tendency of combining deep fried food with the alcohol. So ensure that instead of eating deep fried food along with your drinks, you shift to the more healthier sources of food, something that will help you replenish your body and compensate for that damage that the alcohol might be causing you. So these are few points where you are compromising on your nutrition. Make sure that you keep them in mind and help yourself stay on track with nutrition. Now what happens when we neglect nutrition? When we are neglecting nutrition over here, we are in turn slowing down, somewhere we are slowing down the body's metabolism, the body's natural ability to absorb nutrition or to absorb those good values of the food into the body for its own use. So probably you are eating everything right. You are eating your fruit, you are eating your vegetable, you are eating a clean diet. But at this stage, you have damaged your metabolism, or your body has become so highly acidic, or there is so much of inflammation. You have already opened up the gateway to many of the new age lifestyle diseases. It can be obesity, it can be diabetes, it can be blood pressure, it can be so many other things, your PCOD, your thyroid, your gastric issues. So all these things definitely interfere with the absorption of the good and healthy food that you are eating. So make sure that when you don't reach that stage only, in case you have, then get yourself back to track gradually. Do not take any random measures to come back on track. Try to get help, try to get professional help. which will be definitely beneficial for you in the long run. You will not only be on track, but you will also learn in the journey as to how you can take care of yourself once you regain your complete health and maintain it too. So make sure that you are helping yourself over here. Now, another few points over here that we often overlook are our sleep quality and our water consumption. So make sure your water consumption is on track. Your sleep quality is not compromised. The sleep duration also must not be compromised. So sleep well and have a good quality sleep. Apart from this, ensure that you are exercising regularly. Regular exercise brings your metabolism up. So this is something which will be helpful in the long run. It is also going to be helpful, in absorbing or metabolizing that food that you eat and helping your body, grow both uh, age healthily and, probably mark your growth well. So you are able to perform your physical activities without getting tired. Your body is functioning all its physiological activities also on track. So make sure that you take care of these small points and ensure that your nutrition is on track. Now, since this video was made to compensate for the low audibility of the FB Live, where I had, decided to share the letter, I will be posting the letter also on the YouTube channel and also on the FB page for those who need that little push in understanding how nutrition can help you. I feel this letter will, give you a lot of idea and the motivation to finally take that step towards you. This letter was written to me by one of my clients who benefited out of my program, and I'm so happy for my client that they have, not only begun the journey but have reached a certain point in their journey where they are finally feeling happy and good about themselves, happy and healthy. They do feel that they are on their way to good health. So definitely, please do go and read this letter. It is something that can help many of you, and I hope and I wish a very happy, healthy nutrition day out over there to everyone. Make sure you keep your nutrition on track, eat right, stay healthy, stay fit.